Welcome back students. This is the second video on the internal structure of pons. Now in the first video I have told you about the internal structure of the basilar part. Okay, the basilar part in cross section is ventrally located while the tegmental part is located posteriorly. So this is the tegmental part. Tegmental part, it is the located posterior to that of the basilar part. We have already seen the structure of the fibers, that is the descending longitudinal fibers, corticospinal, corticopontine and corticonuclear fibers, and the arrangement of the pontine nucleus here. Now this is the video where I will tell you about the internal structure of the tegmental part. Okay, only about because the basilar structure remains the same, which we have already covered. So this is the internal structure of tegmentum, which is a lower or the caudal section of the pons at the level of the facial colliculus. Okay, at the level of facial colliculus. The next video will be on the internal structure of tegmental part, which will be at a higher level or at the level of the presence of the trigeminal nuclei. Now if you see this tegmentum, first I will tell you about the gray matter arrangement, that means about the nuclei which are arranged here. Okay, and then I will tell you about the arrangement of the white matter. So this section, which is at the level of the facial colliculus, will show you the many nuclei. Okay, in the floor, this is the floor of the fourth ventricle, and this floor of the fourth ventricle is covered by a thin layer of the gray matter. Okay, and this just beneath that in the floor we see the two nuclei. This first nucleus is the abducent, which is on either side of the median plane. So this is the sixth cranial nerve nucleus, which supply the extraocular muscle of the eyeball. Okay, so this is an abducent or the sixth cranial nerve nucleus, abducent or the sixth. Lateral to this, in the vestibular area in the floor of the fourth ventricle, we have learned that there is the presence of the vestibular nuclei. See this again coming to the same. Here it is the facial colliculus, deep to which will lie the vestibular nucleus, and this is this first section. Okay, at the lower level of pons, and in this facial colliculus, deep to it is the presence of the vestibular nucleus, and laterally here in the lateral area, that is the vestibular area, this will be the vestibular nuclear complex. Okay, so here is the vestibular nuclei. Okay, so this is since consists of the four different subdivision of nuclei, vestibular nuclei, hence it is called as vestibular nuclear complex. Nuclear complex. So there are four division of this vestibular nucleus: superior, inferior, medial and lateral nuclei. Now after this abducent and vestibular nucleus, at a deeper level we will get the spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve. This one. Okay, I will just draw it here and will label it on this side. This nucleus, it is the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. So I will write it here: spinal nucleus of trigeminal or the fifth cranial nerve. Spinal nucleus of trigeminal, and its tract is all located on its lateral side. So this is spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve, and second deeper nucleus is the is the facial nucleus, this nucleus. Okay, this nucleus here, which is located quite deep inside, is the facial nerve nucleus, that is seventh cranial nerve nucleus, motor nucleus. So this is the facial nucleus. This side it is this facial nucleus. Okay, so I will put it here as fifth, sixth, seventh cranial nerve nucleus. The facial nucleus is here. Now this abducent nucleus is deep to the facial colliculus, as I said. This is facial colliculus and it is deep to this, okay, and this is placed, I mean say just anterior to this placed is the medial longitudinal bundle. Thus its location can be identified that the abducent nucleus is located just lateral to that of the medial longitudinal bundle, MLB, medial, which we have seen that it is coming right from the lower level of the medulla. Okay, now the facial colliculus is due to the, formed by due to the complicated course of the facial nerve. If I draw this facial nerve, okay, let me draw it with the pink color, okay. So the fibers, motor fibers or axons of this nuclei will arise from the facial nerve and they will wind round it, okay. They will wind round means they will first go towards the medial side, then they will go to the medial side of the nucleus, that is the abducent nucleus, then they will slightly ascend up, go to the back side, and then it will come on to its lateral side, and then they will come out onto the lateral side of the facial nucleus, but to the medial side of this spinal nucleus of trigeminal, and it will come out, okay, from the surface, okay, at the junction of the medulla and pons. So this is the facial nerve, okay, this is the facial nerve which has taken. So it has a very complicated root, okay, it has a complicated root here, okay. So this is how the facial colliculus is formed. It is because of the fibers of the facial nerve which are having or surrounding to the abducent nucleus before it comes out, okay, before it comes. So this is the seventh cranial nerve. I will write here the seventh cranial nerve, that is the facial nerve which has come out from the surface, okay, from surface. The vestibular nucleus complex will have the afferent fibers, that means the fibers will go here. I will represent it with the blue color here. So the vestibular fibers, they will come out here. Come out means they will go inside, okay, because it is a sensory nerve. So this is a blue color I have represented, which is going and relaying then into the vestibular nerve. I will just put an arrow that it is sensory and fibers are going from vestibular, vestibulocochlear apparatus, okay. Now this is a motor fibers of the facial nerve which is coming out, okay. So this is the how the vestibular nerve, okay, and this facial nerve will be attached, okay, through this coming out through their nucleus. Now the cochlear nucleus, okay, they are also located here onto the inferior cerebellar peduncle. I will just, this is the inferior cerebellar peduncle, okay, cerebellar peduncle, and this is the middle cerebellar peduncle. Just anterior to this is the middle cerebellar peduncle, which is formed by the transverse fibers of the corticopontocerebellar tract, which we have learned in the basilar part, okay. Now these two nuclei, they lie on the inferior cerebellar, ventral and dorsal part of the inferior cerebellar peduncle. So this is ventral and this is the dorsal cochlear nucleus. Cochlear nucleus, okay. So this is the cochlear nerve nucleus. Now this facial nerve nucleus, which I have shown you here, it is present close to the spinal nucleus of trigeminal nerve. This was the spinal nucleus and this is the facial nucleus. Just see their relationship. They are very close to each other. That is facial nucleus, motor nucleus for the muscles of the face, and this is the spinal nucleus of trigeminal, which receives the sensory fibers from the face, okay, pain, touch and temperature. And these two nucleus, they are very close to each other because they have to form the local reflex arc for the face, okay, local reflex arc. Now then there is a salivatory nucleus also here, okay, and salivatory nucleus is here, this one and this one. Okay, so I will just write about this salivatory nucleus here. Okay, salivatory, and this is superior salivatory nucleus. Then there will be lower down inferior salivatory nucleus, and lacrimatory nucleus will be there. All these nucleus, they are the parasympathetic nucleus associated with the glands for secretion. Okay, mostly the salivatory gland, and these fibers, they go along with that of the facial nerve or that of the glossopharyngeal nerve. Okay, so this is the salivatory nucleus, whose nucleus is situated medial to that of the facial nerve, seventh cranial nerve nucleus here. Okay, so just remember this, that is the salivatory nucleus. Let us come to the nucleus of the spinal tract of the trigeminal nerve, which lies, this is the same spinal nucleus, and it lies lateral to the superior salivatory nucleus. Okay, superior salivatory. Now let us come to the reticular formation. The whole this area where the facial nucleus and other nuclei are located, this is the area of the reticular formation which we have seen at the lower level in the medulla, and this tegmentum is direct continuation of that same reticular formation area of the medulla oblongata, and this forms a network of the fibers along with the scattered neuron. Scattered neurons are there and they form. So the facial nerve nucleus, salivatory nucleus, okay, and these are located within the reticular formation. So it has its own nucleus, that is the nucleus of the reticular formation. Now then, there is a nucleus at the junction of the basilar and the tegmental part, and this is called as the nucleus of trapezoid body here. Nucleus of trapezoid body. Now this nucleus of trapezoid body is just lateral to this trapezoid body, which is nothing but the decussation of the fiber. So that is trapezoid in the midline. Trapezoid, it is called as trapezoid body. Thus the nucleus and trapezoid body, they are just in the tegmentum, but at the junction of tegmentum and the basilar part. Okay. Now what is trapezoid body? Trapezoid bodies are formed by the cochlear nucleus. Okay, they are formed by the decussation of the cochlear nucleus because they are in the auditory pathway. After this decussation, then fibers will relay into the opposite nucleus of trapezoid body, which are very close to this. Okay, that means the fibers, they come from the cochlear nucleus, ventral and dorsal. They decussate here in trapezoid body, then they go into the this nucleus of trapezoid body, where they will relay here, and then a tract will start at this level, lower level of pons. Okay, and this tract which will ascend up from this level is called as the lateral lemniscus. This will be called as lateral lemniscus, right? Which will relay into the inferior colliculus of the midbrain. Okay, midbrain. This is lateral lemniscus here. So these fibers will form the lateral lemniscus. So these are the various gray matter, okay, in the tegmentum part of the midbrain. Let us come to the white matter of the tegmentum part of the midbrain, okay, in the internal structure of the pons, okay, section which is passing at a lower level, that is at the level of the facial colliculus. Okay, facial colliculus. Okay, we come to the arrangement of the white matter. Now trapezoid body here, as I said, is here at the by the fibers of the ventral and dorsal cochlear nucleus. I have already described it, okay, which will form the lateral lemniscus. The other white matter ascending tracts, which are shown in blue here because they are sensory, okay, and I have shown you the descending tract, that is the medial longitudinal bundle and this is the tactospinal tract, okay, which was also seen into the medulla, okay, tactospinal tract. And then here is in the rubrospinal tract on either side, which has started from the red nucleus of the midbrain and going to the spinal cord. So this is rubrospinal tract, this is tactospinal tract, and this is medial longitudinal bundle. As these three tracts, they are tract going downwards, okay. Now beside this we will have to see the other white fibers, and they are in the form of the lemniscus or the tract. This is the medial lemniscus on either side of the median plane. Medial lemniscus, just I am writing in short, this is the medial lemniscus, ML, okay, medial lemniscus. And this medial lemniscus now has become horizontal, otherwise in the medulla it was vertically placed on either side of the median plane, and this was formed by the internal arcuate fiber which had their origin from the nuclei gracilis and cuneatus, which are carrying here the proprioceptive fibers to the thalamus and then to the cerebral cortex. So the conscious proprioception is carried by the medial lemniscus. Now this has become horizontal. Okay, just lateral to this medial lemniscus, this lemniscus is called as the trigeminal lemniscus. It is called trigeminal, and it is formed by the opposite spinal nucleus, okay. Trigeminal lemniscus has started beginning here, and this was the spinal nucleus of trigeminal lemniscus, which is bringing the sensation of the pain, touch and temperature from the face. So it is bringing the sensation of pain, touch and temperature from the face, nose, mouth, tongue and conjunctiva, okay. So all these fibers, the fibers arising from this trigeminal nucleus of the spinal nucleus of trigeminal, it will cross to the and will ascend in the form of the this trigeminal lemniscus, okay. So I will write here TL means here trigeminal lemniscus, okay, which is just lateral to the medial lemniscus, okay. Now lateral to this trigeminal lemniscus, this is spinal lemniscus, SL I am just writing, spinal, okay, I will write here spinal, LEMNI, lemniscus, spinal tract, okay, spinal lemniscus. And we are seeing that this spinal lemniscus is nothing but the lateral spinothalamic tract. Lateral spinothalamic tract. That means it is bringing the sensory fiber, pain and temperature fibers from the level of various levels of spinal cord. So it was the lateral spinothalamic tract. Here it is called as the spinal lemniscus because the anterior spinothalamic tract has fused with it. So this is now called as spinal lemniscus, carrying the pain and temperature fibers from the body, opposite side of the body. And still lateral to this is the lateral lemniscus, and we have just read the formation of lateral lemniscus is from the nucleus of trapezoid body in the auditory pathway. This is going towards the midbrain for the inferior colliculus of mid. It is in the pathway of the auditory pathway, okay. So it is called as the lateral lemniscus. Why it is called lateral lemniscus? This is because it is most laterally placed. So this is called as the lateral lemniscus. So how many lemnisci are here on either side? Medial lemniscus, proprioceptive conscious fiber, trigeminal lemniscus, pain and touch and temperature fiber from the face, spinal lemniscus, pain and temperature fibers from the body, opposite half of the body, and lateral lemniscus is the auditory fibers, okay. They are arranged horizontally just behind that of the junction between the basilar part and that of the tegmental part, okay, tegmental. More laterally you can see this bundle of the white fiber, which is the inferior cerebellar peduncle. This is the bundle of the white fiber, which is middle cerebellar peduncle, and still posterolaterally with the superior cerebellar peduncle fibers will be here. Okay, so this is a brief description of the tegmentum at the lower or caudal level or at the level of the facial colliculus. And these fibers, this area is showing lot of the nuclei, gray matter and the white matter, which is ascending as well as descending white matter, okay, descending. Okay, thank you very much for watching this second video on the internal structure of pons. Now the next video will be on the another, cranial part of the pons, okay, cranial part of the pons, where the section will be passing through the nuclei of the trigeminal nerve. Thank you very much.